Hello, this is Victor at RestoreYourMercedes.com, and this video is for Tom in South Carolina. Okay, Tom, so this is your S420 throttle body. So it's been energized, as you can see, in this manner for about 2 days now, just to see if I can find any hidden issues with it. I did open it up. I did check all the internals. The unit is quite warm right now. If you look at the temperature readout, 106, 105. So it's been working for quite a long time. These are cold, as you can see, 70s on their cases, 69, and this has been energized, and the coil and everything inside is very nice and warm. So it could tell me that this is the best warm-up cycle we can go through. Now the unit itself, as you can see, does not have clear numbers on the sticker. They're washed off, and that's the way I received it. And also it has the number here, as you can see. That's not dealer number. This is somebody wrote on the throttle body. Now production date on this unit, because it's not on the sticker anymore, production date on this unit can also be found here. This is mostly a stamp of the case, stamping of the case, so that's usually a month. That's Roman numerals, and this is the number 1. That means 2001. So it's 2001 unit. Sometimes they also fail internally, but in this case everything seems fine. And as you can see, activation, it activates well, opens and closes, so that I have no issues with. Well, obviously I cleaned it up in and out, so let's take a look at numbers, what computer sees. So right now 4.25 and 0.47. This is about where they all remain. 4.24, 4.25, 0.47. This is also where they usually remain. The ranges, there are ranges that it can fall within. It's totally within the range. This can go from 0.4 to 0.6, and that one usually stays where it is depending on the control module. Now this is the pedal switch. That's always on because that's hardwired into the computer for my bench test. Now these sometimes jump, but it's not because of the throttle, it's just the software. Right now these are 2 micro switches that you find inside the unit, but the reason why you see this jump is just the software. It's been doing this forever. So but what we need to do is when we open the throttle, you should see that micro switches change their positioning off on, whereas it's at idle, okay, they will be on off. Again, don't mind this jumping. It's been doing this for like how many years? It's always doing it. I don't know why. It's a software limitation, something with the software, I'm sure. But switches change, everything is good. Readings on potentiometer, as you can see, also changes just fine. So when wide open throttle, we can see the voltages change. They're not mirror image of idle voltage, so don't mind that as well. This is just basically the range where they're supposed to be, and all the readings, they're just fine. I don't see a problem here, okay? So that is all good. So as you can see, the unit is operational. I don't have a problem with it, and obviously because it's a fresher unit, the wires were in good condition, and if you bend them and twist them, nothing really happens, so the throttle does not shut down. I tried it and just see what I could do with it, and it is working. So I just wanted to make this report for you so you know that on my end throttle body has been checked out and I don't see an issue with it. I opened up potentiometer, checked it out. Wear is very minimal, so it's not really that it has 300,000 miles. I don't know, maybe 50, 60,000 maybe, if that. I mean, this is very clean. There is no sign of overheat and no sign of rust damage as well. So I cleaned it and re-greased it and cleaned the potentiometer, so all is good. So I can say that this unit, at least on my bench and to my in my view, in my testing, shows that it is a good working unit. I don't have a problem with it. So as we spoke on the phone with you yesterday extensively, then you know what you need to go and check with your vehicle. But obviously throttle you want to receive back, so I am going to mail it out today. Now I cleaned off silicone from the bottom of the throttle, so you do want to put in new gasket to it. If you do decide to glue gasket to the throttle body, you do this on the throttle body, because you do not want to put silicone on your intake manifold, because it will be very difficult to grind off silicone off intake manifold. Some throttle bodies I received, they have gaskets stuck to them for good. They're not ruptured, they can be reused. But again, silicone if you want. I don't like doing it, but if you want silicone, you put it here. It's very nice and super smooth now. But I usually go dry. I put the gasket in when the throttle body is in place. I lift it up, put the gasket, slide it under, line up all the holes, so I know I did not damage the gasket. The breather pipe has to be connected before throttle body is inserted into the like in between intake manifold. So you want to do that before you put in the throttle, because there will be no room to put the hose on. And obviously new hose, new gasket. And if this boot over here is ruptured, replace the boot as well if you cannot reuse it. You know, this thing moves nice and free, very smooth. It's like no binding or anything. It's a good unit actually. I really like it. It's just clean, no overheat, and it works very, very well. And I think this is going to be it. This is a long video. I usually don't make them this long, but again, we have unusual issue here. Also, I don't grind anything in there. I don't polish it, because this is already polished from the factory. I don't want to make any kind of scores or any kind of scratches on this finely polished surface. So you have some dirt here and there, but they all will. Just a little bit of discoloration and whatnot, but I leave that alone, so don't mind that. Okay, so this is basically going to wrap this. Again, this is for Tom in South Carolina, S420 Mercedes, and this is Victor at RestoreYourMercedes.com. Thank you for watching.